Okay, next question, and I think we've touched on this a bit before, but what was your most memorable moment / experience?
That's
I mean,
tough on the spot.
that's very tough on the spot because you could easily just say everything.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, wow.
One for me was the Bon Voyage breakfast. If you know me, you know how much I love Tangled, and that whole experience was just so amazing. And we had really good character interactions.
Yeah.
Which is
really, really good.
Which, from speaking to people, sometimes you don't get that in breakfasts at character dining. Sometimes it might be a bit rushed, but I really enjoyed Bon Voyage breakfast, so that's really up there. Another one would be watching Happily Ever After for the first time. That's going to hold a very, very special place in my heart, because not only was it my first time seeing that, it was my first time seeing a Disney fireworks show. So that's definitely one of the high points for me. But honestly, that's such a difficult question.
It really is.
I mean, it's easy for me to say anything because everything was my first time. My first time visiting Magic Kingdom, my first time seeing a fireworks show, my first time seeing Fantasmike. I could go on and list everything I did because it was all so new to me.
I mean, talking about like your first time, I don't think I'll ever forget seeing you go into the Magic Kingdom for the first time ever and seeing things, because I love taking people to Disney that have never been before, just to experience it through them and see how they react, because seeing people that have never been, like, see Disney World for the first time is just amazing. So I'll never forget that. So that's definitely a memorable experience for me.
Literally, that day was so memorable to me that it's still my phone background. Oh man, you've topped my answer with that. Oh my god. Oh man, I'm gonna get emotional. I'm emotional thinking about that now. Every time I think of my first ever day in Magic Kingdom, I'm like, wow, the amount of people who made that such an amazing day, and I am eternally grateful for you and for you and for the one who just asked the question. No, I'm not.
But also, like, other memorable things, I got to work at the Haunted Mansion and I got to do walkthroughs at night. So I actually got to walk through the mansion at night with no guests in there, which was amazing. And I wish I could do it again, which is another reason that I'd love to go back to the mansion. But it is such a great thing. Just getting to walk through.
You told me that was a very unnerving experience doing it on your own.
Yeah, I mean, usually there's two of you that go through, but it still is a little bit, even though you know it's just a ride and it's just an experience, and the lights are on when you're going through, it is so weird. And also what is really weird is being in the stretch room on your own while the show's going off. That's kind of spooky.
Yeah.
It's spookier than when it's full.
Well, there's no distraction at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to do that. That would be really cool. It's also probably a mentality of that you feel like you shouldn't be there walking through with the lights on and everything. It's just a kind of a thing. Oh, hang on, this isn't how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Could probably add to the eeriness of it. What about you, Em?
Like you said, obviously it was your first time. It was my first time in Disney World as well. So, first time down Main Street, first time watching Happily Ever After, first time meeting Mickey, all that stuff was just like so memorable. My first Tinkerbell, my first flying Tink.
That sounds
weird.
Yeah.
It really does.
My first Tinkerbell.
I don't know. Do you want to give context on that? I don't know.
I mean, without saying too much, I guess Emily helped Tinkerbell for the finale of Happily Ever After.
Yeah, I did. It was great fun, yeah. So because you filmed the first time I actually helped with that. So.
Yes, I did. I know how much that meant to you. Just to have that and to be able to capture that for someone that was incredible as well. That's another thing I could say. You see, it's such a loaded question.
Yeah.
They were memorable moments. That one was probably the most memorable, I think.
Do we have any more?
Wait, ask me that again.
Do we have any more, Mike?
Why, yes we do, Gary. Next question. How do you find being away from your family / friends when you're away for so long?
See, it's different for me because I've travelled a lot and I spent time abroad quite a lot, so I'm kind of used to it. The first time I ever left my family years and years ago to go abroad, that was quite difficult, mostly because when I left, my mum started bawling her eyes out, which kind of set me off as well. But no, it's a lot easier today than it was 8 years ago when I left the UK for the first time. But now you can FaceTime, you can Skype, you can
Exactly.
do whatever. It's like having people in the same room, as you probably already know with that kind of stuff. So honestly, it's not as bad as you might think. I know people are worried or scared leaving their family and friends, even for a short period like 2 months. But it's not as bad as you might think.
Yeah. Going off what Gary said, I mean, I'm quite a home bird when it comes to stuff like this, and like you, my mum started bawling her eyes out, but she did the worst thing. She tried to hide it, and I had so many emotions building up, and that, so I was crying, we hugged and all that. But when I got there, after the initial shock of being there, you settle in, and it becomes the norm.
Yeah.
And like you said, with like FaceTime and Skype, it's like they're literally a button away if you want to chat to them. I can't imagine how people, especially international program, did all this when like the internet wasn't a thing, because now it's so easy to talk to people that it's not that hard of a transition. And also I had 4 years of university where I'd already been living away from home for like 2 years anyway, so I'd gotten used to that fact. But honestly, it's not as bad as you think.
It's not.
I 100% agree with what Gary was saying, because at the end of the day, honestly, sometimes I don't mean this. I mean this no harm. You kind of forget. Like you're so busy. You're going to be so busy and so wrapped up with things that it's gonna be a lot easier than you think it is.
Definitely. Talking about that, going back to when I did my cultural representative program in 2011, I can actually remember having to get a calling card, scratching the number off on the back to call my parents.
You showed me the phone you had as well.
Yeah.
Oh man, a little like a knockoff BlackBerry. And it was, man, we were talking about this earlier on today. That's insane.
I know.
Have to get a calling card.
I can remember, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm old.
What about you, Anne?
This was the family and friends question.
Yes.
Okay, correct. Same thing with you. It really wasn't hard for me at all, because like it was only 8 weeks, and like I've been at university for so far longer than that. It was really fine. FaceTime was a thing. Yeah, it was chill. I had new friends. I was having you guys, so I didn't feel. Although that said, when I got there, I was hella homesick. For like
Yeah,
2
it's kind of it's.
But like it wasn't
Yeah.
like a homesickness for like, oh, I miss my friends, I miss being home. It was kind of like, oh wow, I'm in a strange country and I'm doing stuff. But then once I started working, it was fine.
Yeah, you miss the familiarity of everything. But I will say, going back to the other question about memorable moments and talking about FaceTime and stuff, one of my favorite memories is FaceTiming my parents and just walking around Magic Kingdom and getting them to see it, because my dad hadn't been in like 26 years and he was over the moon being able to see Magic Kingdom. But yeah, that's just a little add-on to kind of tie both questions together. We're at the final question, gang, that I've been asked. So let's jump into it. So the final question we have is, what are your favorite quick service / full service places to eat? And I'm just out of the ones that we've eaten at. Wow.
Wow, yeah. Wow, indeed.
I'm trying to think of the ones I actually ate at.
I can't think.
Because for those of you who don't know, I'm mainly plant-based diet. So it was an interesting thing, because I'll hold my hands up, I didn't do that much research when it came to eating food. So it was a bit difficult for me to find places until I adjusted. I'm trying to think. Oh man.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really have like a favourite place to go. I just ate wherever was nearby and cheap.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. On property, Did we do any full service?
Went to the Rose and Crown one night.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Rose and Crown then. And that's because we were all feeling a bit homesick. I'm gonna say Rose and Crown because I'm on original and I missed home the night we ate there. Also the first night I saw Illuminations, Reflection of Earth. Rip.
Is it allowed if I said Miller's? That was good. But no, as I was saying before, I kind of want to do more full service restaurants this time around because I never really did any last time. So yeah, I can't really say that I've ever really eaten full service that much.
Yeah.
Every time I've been to Disney.
Same.
Mainly for the fact that I'm cheap, so I go for cheap options.
I mean, nothing wrong with that. But if we want to talk about quick service, my boy, have you been to BB Wolf at Disney Springs? Or what about Poutine at Disney Springs? Or Aristocrats at Disney Springs? Those are my favourite quick services at Disney property.
I haven't been to any.
Poutine is good.
Thank you, you're my favourite now. Disney Springs quick service.
I'll have to go this time around.
They're great.
This is not an ad.
Oh, don't forget Marketplace Snacks. That was my favourite quick service. You want Dole Whip? We got Dole Whip, but we can't call it Dole Whip. Actual thing, it's just pineapple swirl. But it is, I promise you, if you go there, it's Dole Whip. Please, I made it. I know. I promise. We're not lying to you.
How about you, Em?
Favourite quick service full service?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Poutine.
eat very many. Quick service was 110% Satuli Canteen.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's like my brand.
Okay, I'm going to say that's my actual answer. And what about full service?
I only think I ate in 2.
Well, does Bon Voyage count as full service?
Oh wait, yeah, I think that would do.
Because even though it was a breakfast, like, do the breakfasts we went to count as
That's
full service?
yeah.
Like 1900 Park Car.
Then yeah, that does. Okay,
Yeah.
then I went to like 4 or 5.
I guess so, yeah.
Trails End. That's buffet, but that's still
Very
full
true.
service.
I forget about all these places that I went to.
I mean,
It's so bad.
That's one of my regrets not doing more full service because they all looked so nice, but they were
Yeah.
so pricey. But
Also, we
Trails
just-
End was amazing.
we just didn't have
brisket.
time, did
Yeah. Again,
But-
for the late finishers, we couldn't really go out for dinner.
Yeah.
But then because it was already closed, so.
I was thinking, yeah. I mean, if that's the case, then we did breakfasts. We did Bon Voyage.
Mhm.
We did Swan and Dolphin with George,
Yeah.
if that counts.
Yeah.
And 1900 Park Fair, which was amazing.
Yeah, it was really
I
good.
really liked that one. I can't speak for any of the dinners, but the breakfasts are really good. And they were all buffets as well.
Mhm.
Were they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
Awesome. Great. Amazing. Fantastic.
Alright, so that is all of the questions that we've been sent now.
Finally.
It took 2 weeks, but we did it.
Man, I can't believe I stayed here an extra week.
I know, and we're still wearing the same clothes.
Oh man, we are dedicated to our craft.
It took 2 weeks to film this thing.
Oh man. We just didn't stop recording. There is so
Well, say 2 weeks. 1 week over 2 weeks. Period.
No, I've been sat here for 2. Have you not?
Wait, what's that?
Oh
Jeez.
I've missed my flight.
So if you sent any questions in to us, thank you so much for sending questions to us. I hope we've answered them well enough for you.
I think we did okay.
Yeah, I think we rambled a little bit.
But it's gonna happen.
Yeah, hopefully it was all good for you. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. I'd like to do something again like this in the future. Whenever you're next here, Mike. Who knows? You should come to Florida. This summer. Come out to Florida, we'll film something out there.
The last video, or the 2 videos ago, I was in your... Wait, what? I'm not... What? Oh.
So, really hope you have enjoyed this 2-parter Q&A with myself and Fantasmike. It will be his Instagram and YouTube will be linked below, so go check him out if you're not already, but I'm sure you're already following him because he's amazing.
Oh, you're too kind.
Oh, I know.
I didn't ask him to say that, he just said it on the top. And of course, I'd like to thank our omniscient voice of the last 2 weeks, Emily, who is now ignoring us by listening to music. But you can follow her on Instagram as well. She is
Down below.
She is also down below. She recently started a Disney Instagram, and you should follow it because the photography is ace. I
Yes.
should know. I took some of it. Self-plug.
So yeah, if you have enjoyed this two-parter, comment below. Let me know what you think about it, if you've enjoyed it, and hopefully we can do something again like this in the future.
Yeah, I think I might have to do that ye old walk down to Florida at some point. Maybe visit.
Maybe.
Who knows? Maybe I might just come before you guys leave.
Yeah, we should get George in on the next one as well. But
yeah, George.
Yeah.
Forgot about him. I love you, buddy.
But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys.
Really appreciate the support. I'm going to apologise to Editing Gary right now. If you made it to the end of this video, I'm really proud of you. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it. And if you like this video and all the content that you've seen before this, you ain't seen nothing yet, because this guy's going back to Florida in a few weeks' time, and I can guarantee you that I guarantee you that the content is going to be great, because it was last year, it's going to be even greater this year, and I personally cannot wait for you to see your adventures this year, because I know you're going to make the most of it, because I know how much you appreciate the opportunities you've been given.
Definitely do, yes.
This got really sappy at the end.
It really did.
But with all that said, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, we'll see you real soon.
And for anyone wondering, she was here all along.
Repping my Spirit jersey and my Mickey cap. So you know. In a bit, guys.